Hey, Pat Terry here in the studio working on a new song. I thought I'd take you behind the scenes instead of just playing guitar or something and putting out a fully prepped video. I just started writing this yesterday. I wrote like a whole front section, sketched it out, scratch tracks. You guys know all the names for this stuff if you're involved in this stuff. So it's all subject to redoing, but this is basically the early idea, and I thought I'd take you behind it. Logic Pro X. Yeah, and I mean, I did it with the Strat. I got that over here, and messing around with this lately, and I think I used my Friedman and my Marshall on it into the 2Notes load box, and then into Universal Audio. Pretty simple chain, nothing crazy, nothing that you can't obtain yourself and do for yourself. Which is part of the important things that when you're listening to demos today on gear products and everything else, that you kind of understand the chain behind it all, that it's going to be hard to get that exact sound and feel someone else does, no matter what they use or if it's in a live room or in a studio, because the chain, the player, ultimately everything affects it, but you get a good idea of what gear sounds like from the demos. But know this, when they're being put out for companies, you're not going to put junk out. This stuff is being fully went through, really nicely tweaked. So it's going through a studio, coming back, being matched onto the video and whatnot. Most of the guys are capturing themselves actually playing at the time. I go back and I redo it and do like, what do you call it, air guitar and junk. Even though I played it, I don't always capture myself filming it because it's kind of time consuming, I've got one iPhone. I'm only using an iPhone for all my work. So I don't have that much into the production side of it, or the collection of cameras that some people do. But it's always easier to just capture yourself while you're tracking it. But sometimes you're doing takes and stuff like that. And they're comping stuff sometimes. I comp stuff. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything except give you a little background. That this stuff is put together pretty well for YouTube. Most people are putting it together pretty well, so don't be disappointed if you don't have that exact sound unless you kind of buy some gear that actually matches, the chains that these people are using, and then you still have your own talent level to deal with. That you're not maybe the same player. Even if you're a great player, you're not going to play it exactly the same as someone else, no matter what you do and what you know, because your hands just and brain, your soul, your heart feels it different. Slightly different, little different nuances about your own performance. And that's what makes everybody so unique for their time and, where they lived in the whole time frame of music history. But here's what I got so far. Hopefully it sounds decent where we're at and not too close to the speakers. And that's it. Hopefully it sounded pretty decent where it's at, what phase of mixing it's at, early stages. And, that the iPhone picked it up fairly well and that you enjoyed that instead of just seeing someone play all the time. I didn't really do anything much to the tracks. I got a few things, EQ on a few things, but nothing like finish work, It's just to kind of contain a little thing and kind of get the hairy stuff under control. And that's what we have for you today. I'm Pat Terry. See you real soon with another video. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.